Hi guys, I'm currently live on my MacBook, so I'm hoping this is all going to plan and you can all see me. I'm trying to see if I can see you guys. Oh, my video is starting. So, I don't know if anyone's on here or... It's working. Don't know, it doesn't seem to tell me if anyone's on or anything. Yeah. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Right, I have no idea if I'm actually live or not. Ah, here we go. Okay, this is better. Current viewers, current comments. So, is it actually... Yeah, I think I'm... Yeah, here we go. I'm live. So I'm doing this from my computer, which I don't normally do, so... yes, we will see how it goes. Apologies, last week I had not seen some of the questions that are coming in, so we didn't do any question answering. So we'll get onto that this week. So we can do a little update first, maybe, on some of our favourite patients. So Chris Kringle, I got some very cute videos of him today that I'll be popping over to Louise later, so you'll see him on our Facebook soon. But he's doing really, really well. He's actually started playing with Dorothy. So Dorothy's come in the last... Some of you might remember Toto and Dorothy. Toto is the mum, Dorothy's the puppy. They were with us for quite a while, and then they were released at the top of the driveway. But Dorothy decided to have a bit of an accident with a car the other day, so she's got... You can hear Chris in the background there. She's got a couple of... well, she's got one broken toe. So she's just in for a few days of pain relief, and then she'll head back out. And she's causing all sorts of trouble in the clinic. So yeah, that's fun. But her and Chris were playing today, which is really nice because it's kind of the first time that we've really seen Chris start to play and interact, especially with people. He's not really one for massively interacting with people. He was very shut down when Louise brought him in. Sorry, 2 seconds. And so yeah, we've not really seen him actually play with anyone recently, but sort of yesterday we managed to get him playing with a ball, and then today he started playing with us, just little bits, very calm play, but also with Dorothy, so that's quite nice. Harley's obviously doing very well. She will be going out soon. She had her spay recently, so as soon as she's kind of healed from that, she will be, she'll be going out. We just need to decide exactly where we're going to put her. We're probably going to do a soft release, so she'll go into our forward airlock space, and then over time, hopefully, she'll build up the confidence to kind of go outside the front gate. So that's those two updates. Pfeiffer, I don't know if any of you remember Pfeiffer. She was the one that came in from Ashley with all the wounds on her nose. She's doing really, really well. We'll try and get some videos of her tomorrow. And also Nana. I don't know if if I've spoken to you guys about Nana. Nana came in last week. She had 3 puppies at the top of the driveway, and I'd noticed that she had mastitis, but I couldn't catch her for a few days, and then eventually she came in, but it had ruptured one of the mammary glands, so she had this really big wound in her mammary gland, but that's also healing up really, really nicely. So lots of good news this week, which is nice. Yeah, so far it's been a good week. So yeah, that's from our side. I can't see any of you on here on my computer. I don't know if I'll, yeah, do this on my computer again. But anyway, the questions that we had, I will get onto those now. Let me see. I have to transfer them over to my laptop so that I could see everything. Right, so we have... Right, Vicky Martin sent in a question. Some of the dogs have to have amputations. Is this a difficult operation, as it seems quite drastic? The dogs themselves then seem to cope really well after. The dogs cope better without a front or a back leg. Is one easier than the other for them? Yeah, really good question. So we do a lot of amputations, mostly because we don't have the skill set or the equipment to do complex orthopedic surgeries. So most of the time in the UK, if people didn't want to amputate a leg that needed fixing, you would get an orthopedic surgeon to obviously do some magic. But we don't have that skill set here. I certainly don't have that skill set. And our theatre, as sterile as we try to keep it, is not quite sterile enough for really complex orthopedic surgeries and pinning and plating, and we just can't ensure a clean enough environment post-op either for things like pins and everything like that. See you. So we will often do amputations. Dogs generally handle this really, really well. The bigger the dog, the more likely they are to have issues further down the line. So if you can imagine losing a quarter of your weight-bearing ability, it's going to put a lot more pressure on the rest of your limbs. So dogs also carry 60% of their weight on the front legs and only 40% on the back legs. So they do much better losing a back leg than they do a front leg. And if you are doing a front leg amputation on a large dog, you do have to be very careful that they're getting the right nutrition, and you do kind of have to accept that at some point they will get pretty bad arthritis in that other front leg, which may require euthanasia and a shorter lifespan, but a much higher quality life because they won't be in any pain or anything. So yeah, that's sort of the way we look at things here. The actual amputations, taking off a front leg is much easier than taking off a back leg. Back leg has the femoral artery in it, which is quite a big deal, and the whereas the front leg is a lot more lot simpler. So there's different ways that you can kind of do them. Here we do a mid-femoral amputation, so we don't take the hip or anything. We take it the back leg from midway down the femur, and so the kind of main risk there is hemorrhage. So you just need to be really careful that you don't get the femoral nerve, femoral artery, and obviously you're using local blocks and things in your nerves and everything. And then the front leg, we take the scapula and everything. So yeah, we've done a few of those here. I'd actually never done an amputation before I came here, so that was quite interesting, and they were good surgeries to test out, to do. Then the next question we had was, why do you think there are quite a few cats coming in with eye problems? This was from Catherine Fowler. Is it the environment? Thank you. Yeah, again, another really, really good question. So cats are very, very prone to viruses. And what often happens, especially in high stress situations like living on the streets, being pregnant, being born, their immune system works less, right? They've got some immunosuppression there, which means that they can easily pass on these viruses, and the viruses will show clinical signs. So most of the viruses are things like herpes virus, Kalichi virus, and those are viruses that remain in the system, in the cat's body, for the rest of its life. A lot of the time they remain dormant, but when the cat is immunocompromised or stressed, then the viruses will show themselves. So and these viruses usually cause upper respiratory tract issues. So you're looking at snuffling, sneezing, nasal discharge, ocular discharge. So you'll often get cats with this kind of upper respiratory tract, kind of weepy eyes, weepy nose. They often get gingivitis, so inflammation around where the teeth meet the gum. And again, that's all kind of a viral cause, basically. So there's not always a huge amount we can do for these cats. If the symptoms are fairly mild, it's usually just a case of monitoring them. Sometimes the symptoms are usually intermittent, so usually they'll be fine, and then they'll have a stressful event, and they'll get a bit snuffly, a bit sneezy, and then they'll be fine again. Sometimes they have a chronic version, and then they just constantly have symptoms. Again, if it's just mild, then you can kind of just monitor it and supportive care, so wiping their eyes, things like that. Giving them dentals frequently and everything to help with the teeth. If they're really, really severe, then, sometimes they can get secondary bacterial infections, or you can kind of try some sort of immuno supplements and boosts and things like that, and sometimes that can help. So that is usually why we see cats with eye problems, because it's actually very, very common. And especially in these environments where they're living on the street, they're super stressed all the time, their immune system is always terrible, then they get these kind of, it's called cat flu, and it's just a complex of viruses that cause flu-like upper respiratory tract systems in cats. So that was a really interesting question. Thank you for that one. Then we have Susan. Can Shikeli come back at all? Chris is looking so much better, and his coat is growing back beautifully. Oh, yeah, he's looking so good. I will show you a picture of him, because he is just here. Chris. He has such a long tail as well. I didn't really realize how long his tail was until today when I saw it wagging. But he does look like he should be a big dog, but I think he's probably had some fairly stunted growth because of his emaciation and stuff when he was younger. And as you could see from that, we're still trying to get the weight on him. But he is doing a lot better. So, Shikeli, I think, would love to come back. I think it's very difficult. It's very expensive to travel over from Canada, obviously, and it's kind of working out whether we can afford it from both sides. But she did love it over here, and I'm in frequent contact with her. So and she was absolutely amazing at vaccinating the dogs. It was incredible, really. So that was really amazing, and we're forever grateful to her for that. Don't know if she's watching this. She probably isn't. But if she watches it back later, we love you and we miss you so much. That was that one. And then one more. Oh yeah, no, that was the same. It was about the amputations. So yeah, any other questions? I'm trying to see again. It's saying I've got no comments, and I don't quite know why. So I can't really see if anyone is. Ooh. Yeah. Oh well. So what will we do now? I've showed you Chris. We've gone through. I don't know if you guys can see Rumble there. She's having a little snooze in the corner. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else has happened this week. We've been trying to get everything ready. We've got a bit of an inspection coming up next week, so we've been trying to get ready for that. It's also, and we've got the quiz as well on Thursday, so that's going to be really good. So I've got to get some questions done for that over the next couple of days. I've got quite a lot of paperwork to do, and we've got a couple of surgeries tomorrow as well. I don't know if you guys remember Bo. Bo is a little brown and white puppy that was brought in a good few months ago now, very, very skinny from the driveway, but we've struggled to catch his mum for the past year, and we finally managed to catch her the other day. So she's going to get spayed tomorrow, which is exciting. And then on the 24th of February, it's actually World Spay Day. So we're going to have an event, and we are going to try and spay and neuter as many dogs and cats as possible. We're going to try and focus on dogs, but yeah, we will see how we get on. So I'm currently in the process of collecting dogs for that. So that should be good. We've got a few people coming in, and I think we're going to attempt to have me and Ali doing surgery at the same time. So I've got to try and figure out the second anaesthetic machine and everything. So we'll see how that goes. And we're going to have some volunteers and things in on that. So that's going to be really good. It's obviously going to take up kind of a whole day. I'm coming in on my day off, and it's yeah, obviously going to use a lot of resources. We're probably going to have to buy some more vaccines, running low on vaccines, and obviously, you know, the drugs and the time and everything does all add up. So yeah, that's going to be good though. That's the 24th, which is a Tuesday. So a week on Tuesday, which will be very exciting. So we're going to do a long day. It's going to be a long day, but we're going to see how many we can get done. Maybe we'll do a pledge like we did for the Brushathon. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do a pledge, and then like people pledge will pay however many dollars per dog you do or something. Yeah, maybe we'll do something like that if you guys think you would be keen. Obviously, every donation helps. Speaking of donations, we have the Easter raffle. If you pop over to our Facebook page, there's the Easter raffle, and that has some great prizes and everything in it, so feel free to partake in that. And also, as always, My Giving Circle is a great way to donate to us. It's absolutely free for you. You just vote for us, and you can vote for us once a week, and at the end of the year, whoever has the most votes wins a share of a pot of money. So we won last year, which was amazing, and we got, I think it was $5,000, £5,000, which obviously went a really long way to helping us feed the dogs and look after all the animals that we have here. We have recently been talking to someone about potentially having to take in a lot more dogs, which is going to be difficult. I think last I checked there was potentially 9 further dogs coming in. We are in the process of trying to find out if they can be housed elsewhere, but obviously this all takes a huge amount of time and space that we, to be honest, don't really have. So any donation helps, any vote helps, even just sharing this this live helps. Everything you guys do helps. So we are really grateful. And if you do want to donate anything, then pop over to our Facebook page, have a look at our raffle, have a look at My Giving Circle, and I think, because I can't see any of you, I'm definitely not going to do this on my computer next time. I think that is everything from my side, unless I can find a way to figure out oh no. Yeah, trying to figure out how to see any comments that you guys have put, but it doesn't look like I can somehow. So yeah, I will sign off there. It's getting a bit late here, and I need to get some meds and everything ready for the dog tomorrow, who I have called Pikey, because she is really, really nervous, and she looks a bit like a pikey dog. So we will do her tomorrow. I'll get some videos of that for our social media so you guys can all see her, and hopefully we'll get Dorothy, maybe Ellie as well, released over the next couple of days. And then next week is going to be busy social media inspection, social media quiz inspection week. So yeah, we've got a lot of admin to do over the next couple of days. So I will sign off there. It was lovely chatting to you all. I'm sorry that I couldn't see where you all were. That was a real shame. I wish I could. But, oh wait, here we go. I found it. Melanie in Cambridge. Hi, Alison. Tina. Hi, Zubaida. I'm doing really well, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Sylvia. Yes, Kanye's doing really well, actually. Really, really well. I've taken some videos for him, so he'll appear on our Facebook page soon, too. The hoodies are really, really good, aren't they? I love them, and they're so warm. And I've washed my hoodie so many times, and it's still really fluffy inside, which I love. So I'm probably going to order more for when I go home, even though I already have a million hoodies. But yes, I'm gonna leave you guys. It was lovely to chat to you all, and I will see you. I think we're gonna make this the new time. This works out well for me. So probably 4 o'clock on Sundays my time, which is about 1 o'clock on Sundays GMT. So I think we'll make that the new time, and I will see you all next week. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye.